Okay, so just tell me a little bit about yourself and your name and what you do.
My name is Travis Lukens, and I have a nonprofit organization called Colsac Skiers. We take people with various disabilities, kids, adults, veterans. We take them water skiing.
Cool. How did you get into this career?
I saw a morning news program one time where a kid had come back from Afghanistan with his arms blown off, and he was able to go kayaking again with the use of prosthetics. It was one of his favorite things to do before his injury, and I wondered if it was possible to take him water skiing. So an internet search led me to a lady in Florida, and so I went down and got trained by her, and just kind of one thing led to another.
Very cool. Do you just work with veterans and wounded warriors, or do you do a variety of different disabilities?
The original idea was to work with veterans, and then there's just so many different people out there with different disabilities that there's no stopping. There's so much out there that we can take people water skiing that normally might not have the opportunity.
What do you like most about your job? What are some challenges about it?
It's not really a job when we're out water skiing. We're just out having fun. We're just a group of people out enjoying the lake. A lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff with the permits and insurance and tax lawyers and all of that stuff, there's quite a bit of paperwork that goes into it and making sure that we're all covered in every different aspect. So that's a lot of the stuff that you don't really see when we're out skiing, but I guess we have to take care of it. So
those might be some of like the downsides, because it's not just play 100% of the time. You still have to take care of paperwork and making sure.
It's a ton of work. It is a ton of work. We put a lot into it.
What kind of like experience or education is necessary for employees of yours or volunteers?
It all kind of started as, I guess, life experiences. I grew up water skiing, and so I didn't really have to learn how to water ski to train people how to water ski, but we did take classes on just general water ski instruction, and then disabled water ski instruction, and just the little fine-tuning stuff that for the different disabilities, the different types of skis. There was some training involved in that, but since I've been water skiing my whole life pretty much, I had a good grip on what that takes. More for me, the learning thing is running a business and everything that goes along with that.
What are some unique aspects of your organization and some things that are different from other nonprofits that do this type of stuff?
Well, one thing I tell a lot of people is that we're an all-volunteer organization. There's no payroll, so that's kind of unique that, a lot of nonprofits, a lot of the people make pretty good salaries. And then just dealing with all of the different things that we deal with, from different physical disabilities, cognitive disabilities, and stuff like that. It's we don't just specialize in spinal cord injuries or amputees. We're dealing with autism and cerebral palsy, so it's a pretty broad range of what we're working with.
Okay. Another question I have also is, your organization is fairly new, and so you said there's no payroll right now. In the future, do you hope to build it up to where you could have paid employees and kind of run it as a business?
It could be run year-round for sure. We're in Wisconsin, so there's only so many months that the water's warm enough to go water skiing. If we wanted to stay in Wisconsin, we could venture into alpine skiing. There's a couple ski hills right around here, and grow it that way. And just, it'll take finding the right sponsors and having actual full-time employees that could run the business like a real business. Then I think there's a lot of opportunity out there.
Cool. So the employment opportunity is definitely out there. You just got to build up to it.
Right.
Okay. What are the areas that are growing and changing in this specific field that you're working in?
In the world of adaptive water skiing, we've actually, this year, we got a young boy surfing behind a boat, T6 spinal cord injury, and so that's kind of one of the new things to do, is to surf behind a boat. You're not holding the rope, and we were able to get Talon surfing, not holding the rope, and which I think gave him a good feeling of a lot of freedom, you know, versus being in his chair and, you know, being able to go out and not holding on to anything, and he's all on his own. So that was pretty neat.
Do you see your program expanding outside of the state, or?
Certainly, we've already done some stuff with people in Illinois, and some people have come and worked with us from Minnesota. So it could really, we could travel around, and we could really reach out to a lot of people.
One last question. Do you have any other recommendations for professionals in this field that myself or other people could speak with, or other programs that you know of that do something similar to what you're doing?
Yeah, there's we get some help from You Can Ski Too in Florida, and then Absolute Aqua Sports, Jeremy Armstrong in Wisconsin Dells, and it's kind of a new adventure, I guess, into adaptive sports. It's certainly new for me, and everyone is really willing to help with all of the adaptive sports stuff. Getting into actually running a business is, I mean, you can get into the books and figure out how to do that, and it's everything from advertising and fundraising and websites and social media. You almost have to know how to do all of that stuff to run your business, or surround yourself with people that do know how. So,
well, thank you so much, and it's great interviewing you.